Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Spencer. On today's episode, we've got Marvel Champions Mutant Genesis. We're taking Shadowcat up against Project Wideawake, or the Sentinels as I call them throughout the whole video. Just another playthrough, not doing campaign yet, just testing out heroes against villains. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get it started. Alright, welcome back down to the table. We are playing Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, and she is going up against Project Wideawake, which needs a tough, and comes in with tough, 16 hit points. First player searches in the encounter deck for the Abduction Protocol side scheme and reveals it, and that is going to... Basically, we have our set-aside allies that have been captured, and once we defeat these side schemes, abduction protocol side scheme, bring it into play under our control. Knight of the Sentinels, set aside the allies, Operation Zero Tolerance, and Mutants at the Mall side schemes come into play, so threat abound. So Mutants at the Mall just has an accelerator on it. First player, defeat it, you put a Sentinel minion into play, and then that flips, and you get the Jubilee ally. And then Operation Zero Tolerance, this is kind of how one way you can lose the game. If there are X face-down cards, X is 3 more than the number of players. So if you get 4 face-down cards on this side scheme, we lose. And every 5 threat that comes on here puts another card face down. Anytime an ally is defeated by an attack, face down under there. So we have to be careful and manage all of that. Along with, everything else going on, we have to beat down the Sentinel. Playing Kitty Pryde, she has her mass forms, comes in with solid, which can generate a resource. After I attack or defend, we're going to flip to phased. And phased will basically allow me to take a hit without taking any damage. And after you attack or defend in phase form, flip it back over. So lots of flipping with Kitty Pryde. And also, she has 2/2/2. And she can also ignore patrol and crisis, or guard and patrol keywords when she's in phased form. And she has some cards in her kit that will kind of help her out with that. So, shuffle this up real quick. We're going to need 4 on here. And we're going to need 3 on here. But we don't really have to worry about the threat on this too much because it doesn't go away. Because Knight of the Sentinels gives it permanent. And this gets 4. Which you kind of want to take care of early because the accelerator token on there. So... lots to manage with this scenario. Drop to our hand size of 6. Oops. We'll see what we got. It's like toe-to-toe, magic, the X-Mansion, team strike, attack training, and intangible interference. After you ignore the crisis, exhaust or remove 2 threat from that scheme. So that's good for that. X-Men ally. Heal 1 damage from a mutant or an X-Men character. Choose a non-elite minion. Shuffle that minion in the encounter deck. Alright. So, what do we want to do? I think we're going to play... Team Strike and Magic. We're going to get out the X-Mansion, which we can exhaust the X-Mansion and heal 1 damage from a mutant or X-Men character. Any player whose alter ego has the mutant X-Men trait may trigger this ability. It's an alter ego action. So we could flip down and heal up. And I think we're also going to spend an attack training. Actually, we didn't mulligan. Do I want to mulligan? Hold on. Let's back it up. I should mulligan. Alright, so I'm going to mulligan these 3. I'm going to keep these 3. Always remember your mulligans, kids, because you never know what you're going to get. Team Strike. Phase Strike, Colossus. Cost, reduce the cost by 1 if you have the Mutant or X-Men identity. 6 damage from that enemy. Alright. Now what do we want to do? I think we're going to flip. And we can spend this resource to get out intangible. Oh, for an attack or defense event. Just kidding. Not for an upgrade, but for this maybe. So we'll save that for maybes. I think I do want to get out. I could get out Colossus. Don't know what to do. All right, let's do this. Let's spend 3, and we'll get out Colossus because reduce him by 1 if your identity has the Mutant or X-Men trait, and then we'll spend toe to toe to get out Intangible Interface. We will then thwart for 2 off of here. Colossus. Oh, he has tough on him. So maybe Colossus doesn't do anything. Maybe Colossus takes the first hit. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we thwarted 2 off of there. We're ready up. We'll draw up to our hand size of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Phase Strike, Wolverine, Energy, Attack Training, Quick Shift. Oh, nice. Alright, 2 is going on the main scheme. 1 and 2. And then he is going to attack, which Colossus will block. So he'll attack for 2 plus a boost of nothing. Ooh, and gets rid of advance. Which will get rid of Colossus's tough. Now what? Now we're getting our encounter card, which is going to be, flip to your mass form. Flip your mass form upgrade to phased. You cannot attack, defend, or change mass forms. Exhaust Kitty Pryde, remove permanently. Phased from the game. Okay. So it looks like we'll be flipping. So I guess we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get out Wolverine. His attacks gain piercing, which is good because he's got tough. You cannot attack, defend, or change mass forms. But I can thwart, correct? Yes. So I can thwart this last one off, which I might have to do. Otherwise, we're getting a card under there already. I'm going to save this for Wolverine. Okay, so let's do this. Attack, defend, or change mass form. That's fine. Let's let Wolverine attack for 3. Piercing gets rid of the tough. He's going to take 2 hits. And we're going to get rid of 3 damage. We will then thwart for 2. Get rid of this. When defeated, first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Sentinel minion and reveals it. Flip this card and put Jubilee into play, discarding any other version of Jubilee from play. So now we have Jubilee. Victory -1, which doesn't matter because I'm doing campaign right now. The first player controls exhaust and spend a lightning, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Okay. And then I'm going to flip as well, because this is going to go bust anyway. Might as well let it go bust there. Jubilee's not going to do anything. She's just going to hang out here. And we're there. We're going to drop to our hand size of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God. So I drop my whole deck. Alright, ready to rumble. Change form. Shadowcat surprise. 3 damage to an enemy and ready your hero. Ready to rumble. Phased and confused. When attacked, enemy would attack, discard this card. That confuses an enemy. Shadowcat surprise again. And now we need a Sentinel minion. Sentinel minion. Guard, patrol. Yeah. Right? Or do I want it? Mark 3 with toughness. Oh yeah, give me that one. I'm going to put this one into play. 3 health with toughness because our boy Wolverine can do some damage. Okay, so 1's going on the main scheme. He's then going to scheme for 2 plus a boost. Boost. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. Alright. So we're stunned. 2's going on here. It says after threat is placed here, if there is at least 5 threat, which there is, first player places the top card of their deck face down under Operation Zero Tolerance, then removes 5 threat. Okay. So that's another. So we're 1 down, 3 to go. He will also scheme for 2. There. Okay, now we're going to get our encounter card. Sentinel Mark 5. Revealed. If targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, attacks you. Otherwise, search discard pile or encounter deck for targeted for elimination and targeted. So now I need targeted for elimination. Wherever that is. There it is. Alright. Alright, so this is now going to attach to us. While you are engaged with a Sentinel minion, you cannot change from hero form to alter ego form. Action. Exhaust your identity, discard this card. So, here's my question, which I'm going to play it one way, and I'm sure it may be wrong. But now since it's our turn, I can... He's tough, by the way. I can exhaust Kitty Pryde, which will get rid of both of these, because exhausting removes it from the game. Exhausting, discard this card. I don't know if that's 100% right, but I feel like that's how I'm going to play. As always, let me know down in the comments below how you would play it. Okay. After our turn begins, by the way, Wolverine heals for 1. I do have Ready to Rumble. Well, that's pretty exciting. I have an attack training. I am stunned. So alright, so I'm going to spend a Ready to Rumble to play Ready to Rumble. I will flip to my hero form, and I will discard this card to ready my hero. Boom. Wolverine is going to swing for 3. Piercing, so takes care of the tough, takes care of him. And he is at 3 damage. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to spend a Shadowcat surprise for Ready to Rumble, because I need to exhaust Jubilee and spend a lightning resource, which is my Ready to Rumble, to do 2 damage to an enemy. And then Colossus will swing for another 3 to make it 5. And that'll take care of that. Okay. Shadowcat is then going to thwart for 2, but she's in phased, so she's going to ignore the crisis icon and thwart that. I'll exhaust this, remove 2 threat from the crisis icon I ignored. Whoa. Okay, what do we have to tidy up? He's got 2 damage on him. I can't do an attack. Can't do an upgrade. But I feel like if I spend an attack training, Shadowcat surprise. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Ready your hero. But I'm stunned, so that would cancel that attack. Alright, so I'm going to spend a Phased and Confused to do attack training on Wolverine. And he will get +1 attack and 2 hit points. So now he's up to 6 hit points, and he has 4 attack with piercing. Okay, so that's that turn. Ready up. Shadowcat surprise still in my hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Lockheed. Gatekeeper, Team Strike, Ready to Rumble. Team Strike might be a good time to do this. Alright. 1's going on the main scheme. Sentinel is going to attack, which I can't let him hit my guys. Oh, but I have Shadowcat surprise. So I will defend. And since I'm defending, I can't take damage. So he's going to attack for 2 plus a boost of nothing, of course. Could have just taken that damage myself, but that's alright. And then we get our encounter card, which is going to be Side Scheme, Relentless Robots. Each player engaged with a Sentinel minion cannot thwart this scheme. That comes in with 3 on it, and that gives us an extra encounter card next round. Okay. Now it's our turn. Beginning of our turn, Wolverine's going to heal for 1. And what do we have? Oh, phased form, since I defended, switches to solid form. I can then exhaust solid form and spend Ready to Rumble to do Shadowcat surprise, which will deal 3 damage and ready my hero. So 3 damage to Sentinel, ready my hero. I will then three, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do 9 with this Team Strike, which is bananas. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to thwart for 2, ignoring this. Or no, I spent that and I attacked, so I can flip the phased. Whew, a lot to remember. Alright, so she's going to thwart for 2 off of here. I'll exhaust this, and do the 2 off of here. So when defeated, the player who defeated this scheme takes 1 random set-aside captive ally, puts it into play under the control. Jubilee doesn't count against my, what do you call it? Ally limit. So I'm still good there. We're going to get Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane's attacks gain piercing, 3 health, 2 attack. Pretty good ally. I'm then going to thwart for 1 with Colossus off of here. I'll then spend Team Strike and Gatekeeper to put out Lockheed. And since I'm in phased form, I can remove 2 threat from a scheme, which is this off of here. And that just gets rid of that. There's nothing else on top of that. So now we can swing for 4 with Wolverine. Since he has the 2 hit points, we're still good there. We can swing for 1 with Lockheed and 2 more with Wolfsbane. So 4, 5, 6, 7 off of the Sentinel, which knocks him down to 3. Okay. Oh, crap. I was stunned. Crap. When did I attack? I don't even know. Oh, I forgot I was stunned. Shadowcat surprise. I have to rewind like that whole thing. Okay, how can we fix this? We're going to give him 3 health back. Remove the stun. Crap. I forgot about that. And we'll put this back into play with 2 on it. And instead of this 3 attack, I'll do 2 thwart to get rid of this. And I'll put 3 more health back on him. Wait, no. Did 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 3. Oh, so I put 3. Okay. Okay, so I did 4 damage from Wolverine. Okay. I think... Yeah. I'm going to have to edit that later. I'm going to edit that out. Just kidding. I think I screwed that up. I forgot I was stunned. Shoot. All right. I think I corrected it enough to not put this 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. That sucked. All right. Gatekeeper, aggressive energy, quick shift, aggressive energy, and airwalk. Okay. One's going on the main scheme. Sentinel is going to attack. I will hero interrupt, defend. This is a defense, which means the attack's on me, so I take no damage since I'm in phased, and I draw 2 cards. And then after the defense, I'll flip to solid. He'll attack for 2 plus 2. It's 4, but I take nothing since I wasn't phased. I'm now solid. And now we're going to get our encounter card. When revealed, target for elimination is attached to your identity. Attacks you. Search for target it for elimination and reveal it, which I know is right in here. So we had it already. Okay. Exhaust your identity to discard this card. I think this is a good turn to do that, actually. So I will just go ahead and exhaust to get rid of this card. Wolverine's going to heal for 1. We'll then do 4 damage to the Sentinel, and Jubilee will swing for 1 to do the 5th damage. Takes 2. He's at 5. Okay. I will then spend 2 aggressive energies. Attack event. Alright, so spend Airwalk, Aggressive Energy, and Gatekeeper to do Phased and Confused. When attached enemy would attack, discard this card instead and confuse that enemy. And then I will spend Aggressive Energy for toe-to-toe. Choose an enemy, that enemy attacks you, deal 5 damage, plus additional 1, so 6 damage to that enemy. So he attacks me, that gets canceled. We're going to discard this card instead. And we're going to deal 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then confuse him. So he is now confused. Do I... That was an attack too, so we'll flip the phased. Do I push and knock him down to level 2? I think we should at least swing for 2. Get him down to 1. And then I can flip over here. And we can ready up. I can draw up to my hand size of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll get a Genius, an Airwalk, Shadow and Steel, Toe-to-Toe, Kitty's Room, Attack Training. Ooh. Wolfsbane might want that. Okay. 1's going on the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he's confused, so we'll cancel that. And our counter card. Forced Response. Obligation. Forced Response. After your turn ends, place this card face down under Operation Zero Tolerance. Alter Ego action. Exhaust your identity. Discard this card. Okay, so we're already in Alter Ego, so lucky for us, we'll just exhaust that and discard this card. It's kind of a bummer for us, but that's okay. This isn't out. I'm going to flip to Shadowcat form. Oh, wait, before I flip, I have Kitty's Room. So let's spend Shadow and Steel, since I can't use that, to get out Kitty's Room. And we can either heal 2 damage, which we have none, or in Phased Mass form, draw a card. So we'll exhaust and draw a card. Shadowcat Surprise. Okay, perfect. So we flip over. I will swing with Lockheed for 1. Which eliminates him. It wasn't an attack, it was consequential. That gets rid of this. So now we are on to phase 2. This Project Wideawake. Steady and toughness. So steady, I believe, can't be stunned or confused. I should probably look that up real quick. And then we're going to find a counter deck and discard pile for a copy of Abduction Protocol side scheme and reveal it. Deal each other player a face-down card. Oh, Abduction Protocol's right there. I'll shuffle this deck up. He's got Tough with 18 health. Put that on there. Boom, boom. This has 4 on it. And then when that's defeated, we'll put a set-aside ally into play. Okay. Jubilee will ping the Tough off. I will then spend Genius for Shadowcat Surprise, which will deal 3 damage to an enemy. We'll do that to the Sentinel there. And we're going to ready my hero. That was an attack, so we're going to flip to solid form. Wolverine heals for 1. Alright. I can remove 4 threat off of here. And then phased mass form. Interesting. But how do I have to do an attack first, which means he has to attack me. Which I can spend this toe-to-toe. Choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. Deal 5 damage to that enemy. He's going to attack me for 3+ boost. I'm just going to take it. 3+ boost of 2. So 5 damage to me. Kind of a risky play, but we're going for it, I think. And we're going to deal 5 damage back to him. Okay. So that attack flips us to phased form, which means I can spend attack training for Airwalk and remove 4 threat if I'm in phase mass form. So 4 threat off of here. And we can get another ally into play, which is going to be Cannonball. 1 thwart, 2 attack. Cannonball takes -1 consequential damage after he attacks and defeats a minion. So, if you're using him to attack and defeat minions, he doesn't take any consequential. Okay, 10 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's it. So 4 from Wolverine, 2 from Wolfsbane, 2 from Cannonball, 2 from Shadowcat. That's 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wolverine gets eliminated. I think that's it. Outside of the very egregious Wolfsbane would have been eliminated too. Cannonball, Jubilee are still good. Outside of that very egregious Stunned, pretty good. That's a little showcase of Sentinel, Shadowcat, very powerful from everything I've read and everything you've kind of seen here. I mean, she didn't take damage until I wanted her to take damage. And the thwarting ability, the allies, the aggression deck, very nice. If you enjoy Marvel Champions, you like the Mutant Genesis, leave a thumbs up below. Comment what your favorite hero is. If there's any heroes you want to see me play, let me know in the comments down below. I really enjoy this. The mutants are so fun. I'm having so much fun with these. Yeah, so that was Project Wideawake. And until the next time, as always, have a good one.